All right, let's just dive right in. Today we're talking about something huge. How do you actually earn 1 billion rupiah a month? Now, let's be clear, this isn't some get-rich-quick fantasy. What we're about to break down is the big picture strategy, the financial roadmap that can get you there. So, let's get into it. So the first thing you're probably thinking is, a billion a month? Is that even possible for a normal person? And look, the short answer is yes. But the real answer? It's incredibly hard and it's a long, long game. We're not talking about next year. We're talking 5, 10, maybe even 20 years of dedicated effort. It's a journey. And, funny enough, the very first step has absolutely nothing to do with money. In this quote right here, this gets to the heart of it. The single biggest thing holding people back is what you could call a poverty mindset. It's that little voice inside that tells you a goal this big is just impossible. So before you even think about strategies or investments, the number one thing you have to do is break that mental barrier. You have to truly believe it's possible, or you've already lost. Okay, so you've got the right mindset, you believe it can be done. What's next? Well, now we look at the actual map, the concrete plan that can take you on this financial journey.
So, what does this map actually look like? It's simpler than you might think. The whole strategy, the entire game plan, boils down to understanding and mastering these 3 different types of income. It's not about finding one magic job, it's about strategically building your wealth through active portfolio and passive income streams over a long period of time.
And this chart is basically the whole journey in one single picture. Just look at it. When you're starting out in your early career, pretty much all your money, that big green bar, comes from active income. That's you working for your money. But see how it changes? The goal as you move through your career is to shrink that green bar and grow the blue and orange ones, your portfolio and passive income, until they're doing most of the work for you. That's the master plan right there.
So, let's start at the beginning, the foundation of everything. This is where everyone starts their journey, building up that active income.
What exactly is active income? It's super simple. It's any money you earn by trading your time and your effort. Think your salary, any bonuses you get, commissions you make. In the beginning, this is going to be pretty much 100% of your earnings. But here's the key. Active income isn't just one thing. It's a ladder you need to climb. You start as an employee, learning the ropes, building skills. But to really scale up your earnings, the goal is to climb from being an employee to becoming self-employed and then eventually to becoming a business owner. Each step up that ladder totally changes the way you earn money. And this slide shows the most critical mindset shift of the whole process. When you're an employee, you get paid for your time. It's like you're running on a hamster wheel. There are only so many hours in a day, right? So your income has a hard cap. But when you become self-employed or a business owner, you start getting paid for results. And that right there is how you uncap your earning potential. Suddenly, you're not limited by the clock anymore.
So, just how high can you climb this ladder? What's the potential here? Well, by focusing on results and becoming a business owner, aiming for 300 to 500 million rupiah a month from your active income alone is a realistic long-term goal. And that massive income, that becomes the rocket fuel for the next phase.
All right, now for phase 2. This is the accelerator. This is where you take the money you've earned and you start making it work for you. Let's talk about portfolio income. So portfolio income is basically the profit you make from your investments. You buy an asset, could be stocks, crypto, property, whatever, at a low price, and you sell it at a higher price. The difference is your profit. The key thing to remember is, unlike active income where you need time, this type of income requires capital. It requires money to make money. And to give you a taste of just how powerful this can be, this is a real story from our source material. Through one really smart stock investment, he managed to make over 1 billion rupiah in profit in less than a single month. That just shows you the explosive, kind of crazy potential of portfolio income when you get it right.
So how does this actually work? Well, you take all that cash you've built up from your active income and you feed it into your investments. But here's the most important part. This whole machine only works if you know what you're doing. You need skill, and you absolutely need risk management, because without that shield, you can lose money just as fast or even faster than you make it. Remember, high returns always come with high risk.
And that brings us to the final destination, the peak of the mountain on our map, building systems that generate passive income. Now, passive income is the dream, right? It's money that comes in from a system you've already built, a system that runs without you having to be there every day. But here's the reality check. It's the hardest to build by far.
It takes a ton of upfront capital and a ton of effort to create that system in the first place. That's why this is the final step, not the first.
So what do these systems actually look like? Well, it could be a business that you've built up to the point where it runs itself with a great management team. It could be a series of automated affiliate marketing funnels online. Or it could even be a huge library of content, like videos, that keep generating ad revenue for years and years after you've made them.
This slide really brings it all home and puts the whole thing in perspective. This is a marathon, not a sprint. You're looking at your first 5 years just dedicated to mastering active income. The next 10 years, that's when you're aggressively building your investment portfolio. And it's really only after 20+ years of hard, smart work that you can truly focus on building those powerful passive income systems. It takes an incredible amount of patience and focus.
So there you have it. We've laid out the framework, the 3 types of income, the ladder to climb, and the timeline. The map is officially in your hands, so the only real question left is, are you ready to take that first step?